Hey guys, just want to say before I get started, sorry about the wait first off, and secondly, the audio sounds like I'm kind of in the booth, like recording something, or I don't know what really happened with the recording feature. It sounds fine when I play it back on this site itself, but when it got saved, I guess something got messed up, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoy. What is up, guys? It is the Wannabe Heel recording this goddamn podcast for the 5th time, so you better enjoy it. It's called Heel Heat. Yeah, you guys voted on that. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I'm here with Heel Turn, the Heel Turn.
Yo, what's good?
Ambrose Nope.
Okay.
Steffi Chu, who's barely hanging on to life.
Hey.
And Jay Alvarez, also soon to be known as Leon Blaze, up-and-coming indie wrestler, has a GoFundMe because he can't afford gear. If you want to help him out with that, DM me. I have the link to the GoFundMe.
What up, guys?
Let's dive right in. Elimination Chamber. Let's get the discussion started on that.
Yeah. And I only did this 5 times. I played this 5 times and I still don't know the first match.
Becky and Mickey.
Becky Lynch versus Mickey James.
Yo. Fucking 5 times. I still don't know that shit. Alright, so Mickey James, yeah. It was alright. It wasn't bad.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I again, for the 5th time, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
For the 5th time, I thought the match was good.
We're gonna push this for the 5th time thing, like the WWE used to push the network for $9.99.
For $9.99.
Yes.
No, for the 5th time, it was pretty good.
I myself halfway enjoyed it. Probably because I was on a live stream while I was watching the pay-per-view, but it was fun.
Yeah. It was decent. I like Mickey I think didn't say it because it's the 5th time, but Mickey working over working most of the match like in dominating fashion helped hide Becky's flaws in the ring. So it ended up being a pretty decent match, a good opener to get the crowd hyped, especially with Becky winning. Got all the crowd
All the little kids got to enjoy seeing their hero.
Yep.
My highlight was the fact that Becky won a match using only 4 moves.
Damn! I gotta rewatch that.
I didn't notice either.
That's a count.
She won
That's a
like the
count.
offense 4 times, and Mickey James
Hero
just
of the match.
still dope though.
matched her.
Sure. Still
Who
up
count?
Wait, so Mickey is that good?
Yeah.
Mickey is pretty good. I mean, she used to carry back then.
No,
She
hell
used to
yeah.
carry, but I feel
But I'm
like
saying, is she that good that I wouldn't notice the other person only did 4 moves? Like, that's crazy.
no,
think about
it
it.
was because you weren't
Your
paying
ass
too
is
much
good to
attention.
look at. Yeah.
Nah,
You
but
don't
see,
pay attention to
matches
Becky
like
anyway.
that usually are boring. Like, that was actually a good match for one person to dominate like that.
Yeah, Mickey dominated like a lot of the match, but I didn't notice either that's because I just don't get invested in stuff like that anymore.
I kept trying to look at the next match, like I was trying to picture who's gonna win and stuff.
Yeah, the next match there.
Yeah. What was the next match?
The
The 5th time.
And Calypso.
The Zizzle Sniggler disaster.
I do not speak about.
Oh man, I don't even have a name for that. It was just the SmackDown match on a pay-per-view.
It was. It really was. a
SmackDown quality.
Go get
It
your
was.
beer. That was a go get your beer and hot dog match.
It would have been a good match on SmackDown.
Yeah.
That was a go to the concession stand and buy a seat.
That was, oh, you want to buy your shirt before everybody buys them? Well, buy it now, match.
Yeah, that's exactly how I was when fucking they did the live performance at Mania 31. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually.
It sucks that they're not capitalizing on a guy like Apollo Crews by putting him in a shitty rivalry with Ziggler.
Yeah, he worked in ROH for so long, remember?
Baron Corbin remembers.
God for that, bro.
Baron Corbin loves for you to know that.
Yep, Corbin remembers.
Podcast. wanted
So
my
what
Ring
are-
of Honor
what do
and
you guys-
Baron Corbin.
What do you guys rate the match from 1 to fucking 10? I guess.
1 to 5, I'd rate it a solid 2.
0.5.
That's solid, dude.
-5.
Solid 0.5.
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad. It just wasn't good.
Nah, it was a 1 to me. It was a 1
No, the
because.
point 5 is for when Ziggler attacked Kalisto.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, yeah. I may have given it too much
The
credit.
1 for me, the 1 out of the 1.5 would be the entrance of Apollo Crews because he is.
Why do you always smile?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Never made a song as the
Apollo
GOAT.
Crews.
Yeah.
Never made a song as the GOAT.
And the Seth Rollins one.
I injure shoulders.
And it's funny because he got injured.
Yeah, his damn legs.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Alright, so the next match, what was
Was
it?
the
That
tag team
turmoil
turmoil.
crap.
Oh, the booking where AA went from just the name AA to the move the AA and became John Cena.
Yo, they gave that whole tag team division an attitude adjustment.
Yeah, they like at the point that they like the Ascension milked their entrance. I'm like, oh my god, they're not gonna win this match.
Same. It was like, this is it. It's over.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
it's because that the Ascension actually did pretty decent in that whole thing.
They played their part very well.
They did their job, yeah.
If they could be like,
because
That's jobbers.
it's because all they are, like, even in NXT, all they did was beat up, like, fucking nerds.
Yeah,
So it's like, they're used to, like, making, like, people look, like, they're used to being looking strong. And then they fucking lose, and it's like, I mean, just fuck the Ascension.
if they could,
They're suffering from the Ryback effect because on NXT they had that unstoppable push. Like literally no match they had lasted more than a minute.
They still weren't good, though.
I think
That's what I'm saying. The Ryback effect. Like they got pushed, and then people started thinking they're good, but once they get hit, they don't know how to still look strong. Like
right?
Yeah.
I think Corbin got away because he used to have those 5-second matches, but like
nah, but you knew
he's clutch. He's clutch.
Yeah, Luke Corbin had it in him. Like it's just a
Yeah.
matter of time.
He's one of those like, and this is why I like when
Because he has
WWE,
presence. He has presence.
Yeah,
You know?
Right.
Presence, yeah, exactly.
when
Like, when
WWE
Corbin's
home
entrance
grows.
hits, you know it's Corbin. Like, oh shit, it's Baron Corbin coming out right now.
Well, we'll get to that discussion later.
Yeah,
I
well,
have 2 grievances with the tag team turmoil match.
Go ahead.
One, why the fuck wasn't it an elimination chamber match?
Yeah. There.
We see tag turmoil matches on SmackDown all the time. It's nothing special.
facts.
And 2, I am really over WWE just screwing the vaudevillains.
I agree.
Just over it.
I agree.
Done.
I love the vaudeville.
Yeah, I love him too. but-
Like, how can you go from having like one of the matches of the years when they were in NXT Brooklyn to
Yeah, I love that.
having a 2-minute match on SmackDown every second week?
Because they're a small crowd team. Like I like Aiden English, but
Is
it's just some people you know they're not gonna be anything on the roster. But
Yeah, but
It's-
I'm not saying I want to be tag team champions tomorrow, but it'd be nice to see them have an actual proper match.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, when the tag team division is literally all of SmackDown, like what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What can you do, really?
yeah,
They
their
barely
hands are
have
kind of
matches
tied
Last
in
more
that.
than 2 minutes.
But they have so much to cram into a 2-hour show, so they have to cram all the tag teams in there at once, and it leads to really short, shitty matches and no booking, like no solid booking for the tag
Which is
teams.
Starting my campaign, hashtag justice for vaudevillains.
it gives you segments and
Can we all agree that Teddy Long is running the show, actually?
Yes,
running the show.
he's still running the show. Holla holla, one-on-one with the Undertaker.
Somehow they.
Hashtag holla holla.
Hashtag justice for vaudevillains.
Yeah, it's just one thing about matches like that is a team like AA would get turned on because man's Like once you
Fans-
start being dominant and winning like that, that's when you start getting heat.
Fans
Yeah.
like the underdog, so as long as you're
Yeah.
portrayed as the underdog,
Right now, the team getting overlooked is because they're like, oh,
Yeah, they're about to explode.
nah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be the
it's
Usos
like-
that explode.
I hope it's the Usos, man. I like them.
They're the team that nobody is asking to see, but everyone needs to see, honestly.
yeah,
Oh, I agree.
they're the best team on SmackDown right now.
And they brought back the forehead bandana. Come on.
Yo,
That's your god himself.
That
I love the Usos because I know some of you guys watch Total Divas. I don't know, but like if you watch that, like it seems like it's like more their character. Like it seems like it's more real life. Than,
Has anybody seen Natty's pussy?
That's just who they
It's
are.
the only line I remember any Uso saying from that show.
But I don't think American Alpha aren't the underdog anymore. They're still getting beat up kind of weekly by the Usos.
yeah,
I think they still kind of have the underdog effect. But
You
I think
can't
what
be
they're
a-
doing is just milking what made them special and overusing it. I think that's why fans.
They're getting beat up, yeah,
I
but
think
isn't
they
that just
won
being a face?
quickly. They made them win their first match, like their first title.
yeah.
Against a
Yeah,
team
they
that was
should've
being
mailed
booked
it.
relatively strongly at that. We're getting stuck on this
It's
though. Let's
alliance, like they did Randy Orton, like
Yeah, that I didn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't an easy match either.
no, but I don't know. The booking on SmackDown has been
those small
Kind of
guys
confusing.
hung in the ring, Orton and Harper. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
Let's be real.
what was the next match though? We were on
It was
fifth time,
Nikki
what was the
versus
next-
Natty.
Yeah, Nikki versus
For the
Natty.
fifth time, I just don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe in anything Natty says. That's bad.
Sorry, I don't think you meant to call her a bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to call her.
Like
The face that she put on when she called, she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I just did this. Oh my god, I can't believe.
Oh my god, I can't believe you've
She had
done
that
this.
face. She had the
Yeah, I did it, you bitch.
Oh,
yeah, like what I'm
oh
saying,
my
like,
god.
like in all caps.
I'm really excited for their Falls Count Anywhere match, though. That
Yes,
is going to be lit.
that's one thing. I'm excited for the match. I just don't care about the rivalry.
Same.
Yeah. What was it that Natty said something about like she said Bret Hart's gonna have a stroke or some shit? Like, she said that on SmackDown. I could have swore to that one time.
And then when Natty said if Cena wasn't with you, he'd be married to me or some shit like that.
And
Yeah.
that meme went around where Nikki Bella fell into Tyson Kidd's arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what
That
happened
was
to Tyson?
further than-
Natty.
Tyson, you know what happened to Tyson, but we can't talk about that.
Yeah, let's save that for like.
It's sad. I don't want to talk about it.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
It makes me angry.
Because you don't like Samoa Joe.
This match that we were talking about.
I just think it's ridiculous that they still allow him to use a move that nearly killed someone.
Whatever.
Let's move on to the next match.
Whatever.
Who won this match that we was watching? That we was just talking about? Nikki, right?
No, it ended in a double count out.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's why they're getting a Falls Count Anywhere.
And then Nikki speared the.
Can I say something about that booking? Like, I miss that kind of booking. Like, not every match has to have a payout. Like, it's
Okay.
good to have a match end in chaos. And it,
Nikki speared the dog shit out of Natty on the ramp too.
The thing that messes up
Oh my God.
is not that they wrestled each other 20 times, is that every match has an actual finish.
And the thing is, yeah, we'll get to this later. Let's move on to the next
Yeah.
match.
Nikki's spear was godly, though.
It was. She speared the fucking shit out of Natty.
Yo, I don't know how people can still think, whatever. Still think
Wait,
they
okay. Are we gonna get on Nikki later? Because I want to talk about Nikki. Right?
We can always get on Nikki.
Yeah, but let's
Giggity.
finish this PPV.
Yes, and the
Okay.
next match then was Randy Orton versus Luke
Got
Harper.
it. Yes.
Okay.
Do we even have
So
to
we're
say
gonna.
Darian's Wank Bank match.
Yes.
Do we
And
have
won.
to say anything? That was like the best match of the fucking night.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all in
It
agreement
was
that
the
it
best
was.
singles match of the night, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Randy
We don't
Orton
even have to discuss it.
was amazing.
Yeah, we do have to, because Randy Orton
go
keeps
watch
proving
it.
why he's Randy Orton, and Luke Harper
The
keeps
second go.
proving why he's gonna be the next Luke Harper.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first Luke Harper?
Luke Harper's
He said he's gonna be like,
The next Luke Harper. Luke Harper.
You know, like that's gonna be the name people look at. Luke Harper. Like,
that's not what you.
I guess that makes sense.
He said, nah, that's not what you
totally
meant.
going to be the next John Cena. Calling
Nah,
it.
just I don't want to compare him to nobody. That's why. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's the Jericho thing.
Dude, he's good, man. He's.
I think the only person that you can really compare him to, you can't. Like, yeah, I get
Nah,
what you
he's
mean.
too
Like,
good. He's like his own.
yeah. Harper, like I don't know, something about Harper. He's just like his own guy. Like,
Yeah,
doesn't
like he's
really
got
have
that.
style.
While there's
Like,
been
doesn't have-
guys like him in the past, he's got his own type of charisma.
Yeah, he's got this like weird like backwoods dude. Like, it's like almost like he's like a serial killer type, but like he's not like
He's
like
like
not.
he's like an actual unique character.
Yeah, like back in like in the '80s, like where they had fucking over the top characters. That's kind of like what he is. Like he's over the top. Like that's you know.
The entire idea of the Wyatt family is kind of, I mean, it's not if you really boil it down because they're a cult, but
Yeah.
first off, the idea of wrestling, like, in a broader sense is fucking stupid anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah, like the characters themselves in the Wyatt family are all outlandish, like 80s, early 90s characters.
Mhm.
And that's
I just
really
feel like
enjoyable.
Eric Rowan's attire didn't belong. Like, why wasn't he wearing like overalls or some shit? Why he wore a fucking janitor suit?
Oh yeah, like the green and or blue janitor
like,
suit.
Then you see like his big ass, right? No man should be built.
Looking like the garbage disposal man.
That's kind of what he is in the group though.
Fashion.
Yo, he had that stupid
garbage.
sheet cover.
Yeah, his garbage should always get picked, like stuck in his ass. Like what the hell is that?
He's got a cake.
Yeah, he does got the wagon. That
Rowan
is true.
got that.
His cheeks are so separate, yo. Like,
Yes, imagine him in the sun.
The chamber match.
I'm really worried why you're all staring at her for
no, there's something else, dude.
Yeah, let's talk about
The
something
chamber
else.
match though. The chamber match. It was.
Before you skip there,
Can we please get over Eric Rowan's ass?
Before we go, just picture him in a sundress. Everybody.
very cute. Every time they
Yo, like, Eric Rowan makes Titus O'Neil jealous.
We got a lot to cover, guys. We got a lot to cover. Steffi's dying.
Wait, didn't we skip Alexa and Naomi?
Oh yeah, we did. That's right. I keep forgetting that's a match because you know we've done this like 5 times. So
Yeah. No, I thought it was because Naomi's so irrelevant, but yeah, go ahead.
both.
It was good. It was a good match.
Nah,
I thought it was.
I think it was Naomi's best title match.
It was.
It was her first match.
It was
She
the one that
botched it.
she made the least mistakes in. Like, she did her thing.
Yeah,
I
you
think
got
Alexa Bliss stopped her before she could make any botches. Like when
Yo.
she jumped up onto
Yeah.
the ropes, Alexa kind
I
of
just
stopped
couldn't get
her.
over it. That she looked like a burnt peacock.
with the fucking Finn Balor light up hair.
Yeah.
Stop, that was
The
amazing.
Finn Balor looks like charcoal, bro. Like a bleeding charcoal.
female version of Eric Rowan.
Like they paint on him with charcoal, like you know.
Like, it looks like when you're lighting a barbecue, you see the charcoal is like all orange and shit.
Yeah.
Finn Balor just looks like a big skin of his.
And by the end of the match, he's ashing away.
Nah,
She's the
but yo,
female Eric Rowan, so.
I just want to say that the MVPs of the Alexa and Naomi match were definitely the cameramen.
Yes.
They got all the right angles on both females, and I applaud them.
Those cameramans don't get enough credit, man.
Yeah, I applaud them for that.
Especially during Eric Rowan matches.
And it was
Especially during
Steffi,
Eric Rowan.
Steffi, let it go.
And it wasn't even tasty. They gave us
Imagine-
shots. Like that's how
What's his special? What was his special?
Eric Rowan think of body slam.
It was like a spinning heel kick, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Or not a spinning heel kick, but like a
Yeah, what you're talking about.
like a roundhouse.
I thought it was.
You ever
I thought it was.
Eric
the
Rowan
rear-
needs to start doing the rear view.
Yeah, the rear view.
didn't know that's almost finishing.
No. If Eric had like his
Naomi.
ass- Yo, his ass will swallow someone's face.
Yo, remember that move where Naomi used to pull when they used to turnbuckle when Naomi would pull the Diva's hair face right on her ass?
Imagine Eric Rowan.
Yes, I do remember that.
You should just do the stink face.
Somebody needs to put Eric Rowan with the Naomi.
Did we just do that in like actual time, Steffi?
Oh my god, Eric Rowan doing a rave.
Yo.
I'm gonna need Eric Rowan to come back and do Naomi's entrance, okay? Final.
Is he just
Somebody has to do that on 2K.
Or
Please
imagine
tag
if he does
me in it.
Melina's entrance.
Oh my god, imagine Eric Rowan doing the Nikki Bella booty shake.
Yo, I'll be weak at the Undertaker video.
Oh my God, the Undertaker Fandango video was my favorite,
That was so good.
especially because it was just confused Undertaker and he still had Fandango's voice.
What about the John Cena and Vince one where they're holding it?
My favorite 2K video of any kind though is the one where Cena throws the steps in the ring on the replay and then they hit him in real time and he floats away.
Oh, I see. That's the fucking best. I like the one you did yesterday, though. That shit was funny.
Oh, the one where he just froze?
Yeah.
I was so confused. The chamber match though. We can.
Yeah. You
Oh, yeah, fucking Eric Rowan.
Back to topic.
Getting his ass.
Eric Rowan's ass is responsible for ruining this entire podcast.
Saying that the Elimination Chamber was Baron Corbin's main roster coming out party.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
He came out and he came out strong,
His coming out party.
like Chris Jenner.
Star of the Elimination Chamber match was Miz.
Oh, the Miz, when he was making those faces, he didn't want to come out the fucking cage.
I love
And he was screaming at Ambrose to pin him. I was dying.
Oh,
It was so funny.
Yeah? No, but Baron's gonna be a huge star for SmackDown, like, real soon. I think,
I feel like Baron Corbin's going to be the Eddie of SmackDown for this era.
interesting.
Eddie?
I think
He has that kind of star potential, that kind of look.
he's gonna be,
Everything.
I think he's gonna make the Intercontinental Championship, like, he's gonna bring it back to its premise of putting it on a guy that they want to be a main eventer and just testing him, seeing if
Yeah.
he's,
I agree.
if he can make it. And I think
Well, currently, I think Ambrose is just that kind of. He's just keeping the belt warm while kind of Miz goes for the main event and before Corbin
Yeah.
comes to take it.
He's a transitional champ.
Yes, that is the word
Yeah.
I'm looking for. Thank you.
for
Who
sure.
has the U.S. Who has the U.S. championship?
Jericho.
Jericho.
He took it off of Roman.
Yeah.
And somehow he's had a less memorable reign than Roman.
But
No pun intended.
And that's because he hasn't really done anything with the title involved in a back
He's sucking Roman down our throats though, but he loses every big match he's in.
For real.
He's almost big match Rome.
The
Champion.
only match he won and barely was the main event on WrestleMania.
He was
Yeah, when
he's
Triple H-
the
that doesn't even count because everyone beats Triple H.
he's the little big dog that almost could.
Right? Like remember I used to call Daniel Bryan the little wrestler that couldn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what Roman is, but the opposite. The big wrestler that couldn't. Big dog. Now what's so embarrassing?
So Bray won. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a good main event. I'm not gonna lie. Just the padding was kind of
Yo,
annoying.
the triple threat between Cena, Bray, and AJ at the end of that Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Bro,
Bray
the end.
doesn't do anything. Bray gets beat up and comes back. Like, the IWC sees Bray Wyatt as Zack Ryder, but Bray Wyatt is actually what they see Roman as. Like, it's really weird to me,
Yeah,
anyway.
it's because Bray Wyatt is a superstar. He's not like a wrestler. He's a superstar.
But
Yeah.
it's just weird to me, like, the perception that the IWC has of him. Like, they think he's like Zack Ryder. He's like so underused. He's never winning. He's like staying
Well,
off TV.
He never wins.
like-
But
It's
Zack
like I
Ryder
say.
had a-
It's like I say. When the fans think creative is behind you, they're gonna hate you.
I
When
like
they
it.
think you're being overlooked, they're gonna love you no matter
I
what.
I agree.
expect Zack Ryder to win
I did.
that match.
The what match?
The
Ladder
ladder
match
match.
at Mania.
Steffi did, yeah, she
Steffi's
actually
the only one
did.
that saw that.
And somebody
I
refresh.
thought he was just a jobber there. To
I really thought it was gonna be Sami Zayn, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I said it for weeks. I said it from the moment he got entered into that match.
Yeah, but you said that as a fan, not knowing.
But to go back to the chamber,
Oh, yeah.
and about Bray winning, and this is the fifth time. The fifth time, everyone. For the fifth time. I've said this. You've all been tricked into listening to this podcast because I'm completely behind Bray winning. I'm completely behind him main eventing WrestleMania. I'm a huge Bray fan. I do have some gripes about Cena losing the title after 2 weeks, but it's kind of superseded by the fact that I like Bray, so.
Yeah.
Haha.
Like, okay, I like Bray. Like, he's always been like, you know, where people were saying, oh, he's not getting pushed. I think that's where I fell out with Bray. Like, I was like, well, he's obviously not going to go anywhere. But, like, his recent stuff on SmackDown has been, like, you know, really killer. So, like, oh, maybe he has some hope. And when he won the title, it was just, like, feel good.
It's
like,
pretty clear to see that they understand that they need a new Undertaker.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Sure.
while he can't be Undertaker, he can be Bray Wyatt. And that's all he needs to be.
I thought they should have had Bray beat Cena like to win the title. That would have been cool. Like the whole like Mania 30 where like
Yeah.
Cena,
Yeah,
like
'cause
poetic blitz, whatever.
What was the point of having Cena win the title if Styles was going to be the one that actually dropped it?
Okay, I never understood this at all. Like, okay,
Yeah, like
To give him, to give him the counts.
why eliminate Cena so quick though?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because they just want to get him. They just wanted to tie the count, so the next time it'll be like at WrestleMania when.
No, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how they had AJ get pinned instead of it being Cena.
Oh yeah, that's dumb.
Because he gotta look strong.
I was thinking about like this though. Like, okay, so you had Randy Orton win the Royal Rumble, and then
For
Bray.
hardly no reason.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
We'll
That's what
get
I
to
wanted
that,
say.
though.
It's like they gave the Bray the title at Elimination Chamber. If you wanted to give Bray the title and have him go into Mania, why didn't you just have him win the Rumble and then win the title at Mania?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You give Cena a longer reign. Don't make him look like a bitch. And then Bray goes into Mania and wins the title in a big moment and all that jazz.
Instead of Randy.
Yeah, and then fuck Randy. Like, I don't give a shit.
Although I must say the way they ended the Rumble was dope. I just didn't care that it was Randy.
Yeah.
That spear KO was godly. Like,
Yeah.
Alright, so let's move on to Raw.
Gilbert show.
it's weird that we're speaking on the SmackDown pay-per-view, then we're gonna talk about Raw.
I'm just going in order, man.
I know, but it's
Well-
just weird how it works now. Like,
The only kind of two things of note from Raw were the breakup of Jerry KO
Yeah.
with the special appearance by Gilbert and those
Yeah,
factors.
shout out to Gilbert, who looks exactly the same, hasn't aged.
And then those
Because he
factors.
looked that old when he was that young. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Like, how, bro? Like,
He looks exactly the same.
the
he looked
exact
so
same
old when
way.
he was young. That now that he's old, he doesn't look old. He looks like what he used to when he was young.
Yeah.
I love when
That
people do
was-
that.
And now it's HD, so like he couldn't hide it as well as he could now, and he looks exactly the same.
And the other noteworthy thing from Raw was Towhead, aka Jane Cena, aka Bailey, aka Thomas,
He
Winning-
looks exactly like Thomas.
winning the belt from Bitch Flair, otherwise known as Charlotte, with help from Chihuahua Face, Sasha Wawa Barks,
Legit barks.
and
But
I actually really like that match.
speaking for Thomas, because he's not here, but he did say this when we tried recording a few days ago. Thomas is Wrestling Satan, for those of you that don't know. He said that he's not happy about Bayley winning the title necessarily on Raw, even though he's a huge Bayley fan, because he said it just didn't feel special.
Yeah, it didn't. It's the same thing
disagree.
when Sasha won.
Bark.
She won when she won on Raw. Like, it didn't feel like a big.
Which
like,
time?
It didn't feel like a big moment to me.
Sasha won on Raw. It was like an actual moment.
No, that was just a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Yeah, it was cool though.
But I really liked this match because I thought it was a real kind of evolution of Bayley. She kind of got a little bit vicious, a little more on the attack.
She
And I
did that
think
before,
It started
though.
off slow,
She's
but
done
it
it.
evolved into like the big match.
She did that in NXT when she was chasing the belt. It's no different. It's not like an evolution. She won the
but she
title and
hasn't
she
really
went
done
right
that.
back to being
It's been
happy-go-lucky
awesome.
Bayley.
It's the same thing. That's what she does. That shot at Brooklyn Takeover, she did the same thing. She got vicious and mean and.
Yeah, but she hasn't done it on the main roster, which is why I think it's a step up for her.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
But
And then it's probably gonna end up with Charlotte winning it pay-per-view because she still has her streak going, and she's gonna lose it at Mania. Her streak's gonna be at Mania.
I think Bayley might actually keep the title, and Charlotte's going to win by DQ, therefore keeping her streak.
Yeah, that's an interesting
Bayley's
concept.
gonna
And let's not
Mania.
forget, Bailey has always been booked as Super Bailey. Like, she's not gonna lose.
Not
I
clean
think
anyway.
it's going to be an
Yeah.
interference from Dana Brooke or
Nia
Sasha
Jax.
Wawa. Yeah, or Nia Jax. Something, she's going to win by disqualification, and
Yeah,
then Bayley's going to win
that's
clean
actually-
at Mania.
That's way more dope than just having Charlotte win it back, because then it'll
Yeah,
just
she-
like another with the hot potato. And if they
Yeah,
do the
she
DQ,
still
it'd
keeps her,
feel better.
She keeps her streak if she wins by DQ still, like.
Yeah. It'll leave a better taste in people's mouths.
I don't mind the hot potato thing.
I don't know. It bugged me to all hell. I hated
It
it.
really broke me because it was the same two people.
Yeah. Like,
I don't mind. Edge and Cena did it all the time. What was wrong with it?
I don't know.
Because
Something
it was
about
in such a
something
short
about it.
space
Austin
of
and The
time.
Rock did it too. Like, I miss hot potato title reigns. Like, that's
It
what
was
makes
just-
it fucking great. The fact that it can happen at any moment is what I like about the hot potato thing.
But I think it was just that it was in such
DB,
a
you-
short duration of time that these two women kept going back and forth. It was just
Yeah.
really annoying.
You remember when we were talking
To
about
me,
the
all I care
hardcore
about
title?
was the moment that it happened good, and yes, it was.
You remember when we were talking about the hardcore title where you could get pinned anywhere at any time?
It was so ridiculous.
I like that.
The places that people were getting pinned were
Amazing.
hotel rooms. Didn't Crash like avoid somebody in a ball pit before? I think Crash avoided somebody in a ball pit before.
Yeah, that's a Playland USA.
Yeah, Playland USA.
I miss Crash Holly.
Rip.
Somebody had to say it.
I miss when someone can be in the mid card and wouldn't get considered being buried or misused.
True.
Yeah, did you see what fucking I think it was Thomas that posted, but he talked about we have the fan conceptions that are now.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it was like Undertaker pushed too hard or some shit like that. Which is so fucking, yeah, it would be so fucking true. Like if
And
they were
Stone
doing
Cold would
this,
shove down our throats. And,
if they were doing the streak in Mania right now, people would be fucking. I think people would be
If
pissed.
John Cena or Roman Reigns had a streak right now at WrestleMania, people would be completely outraged and begging for it to end. But somehow a man with a job title for a name, mind you, a job title,
True.
who wears makeup,
This generation
takes
is
15 hours to get to the ring, has really no in-ring skill. He's more of a brawler than he is a wrestler. He's
True.
pretty much anti everything of this era, but somehow him having a streak at WrestleMania was completely okay, and people are disappointed that Lesnar ended it.
Yeah.
I don't understand any of that.
You know what I think?
Because
is,
this
like,
generation is super fickle, and
this generation wants to prove that they're so smart that they
Yeah.
don't want to
It's-
like anyone that creative likes, anyone that Vince obviously is trying to push. It's like, I don't like this guy. Push that indie guy. Like,
It's
bro, these
the
guys are
you
good.
deserve it thing, and then they get pushed, and they go, oh well, it's not that great, and then they stop getting pushed because no one's paying attention.
Yeah.
And when that happens,
Nobody was carrying.
and when that happens, everyone goes, oh well, he didn't have a real chance. He didn't have, and yeah, Cesaro's the perfect example. That's who I was leading to with all that. But Cesaro had so many opportunities when he first came, and no one cared. And then
Yeah.
he stopped winning, and now everyone cares. It's
Yeah.
people found
It's the
out he
same
was
with
family
Sandow.
and and now they cared.
The same thing with Sandown. Nobody was really into Sandown.
when he was winning. No one cared when he lost the money. Like people were laughing when he lost to Cena, and then it became a big thing later on when he was Mizdow and he got over because of the
Yeah.
Miz.
Love
I
this
think- I think I know Dave will agree with me on this, but I think the only person that really fucked over was Drew McIntyre / Galloway.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they had the perfect thing. Like they brought him in as fucking Vince's golden boy, and like he won the IC title, and then like after that they
He
basically
bullied-
just gave up
He
like gimmick
bullied Teddy
himself.
Long. He was like dominating everyone. He made R-Truth look like a complete jackass.
You made little Jimmy cry.
That was before Lil Jimmy. Shout out to Lil Jimmy, the illegitimate son of John Cena.
So,
You little Jimmy.
We love you, Lil Jimmy. Rest in peace.
I miss conspiracy R-Truth and Miz.
Acrophobia.
That was
I
so
love
funny.
conspiracy.
He's got ... acrophobia.
And he's got like fear of heights too.
Like this is why I always say I'm more of a fan of entertainment, because legendary gimmicks back then, you don't remember Al Snow for wrestling. You remember him for asking us what does everybody want.
What do we want?
Hey.
Head.
Like,
What do we need?
you remember Crash
Hey.
Holly because of the scale that he carried. You know what I mean?
It's not fucking
I remember Crash Holly for everything.
Oh, you're a Holly fan, girl.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
Shout out
I
to
remember-
Bob Holly.
I mean,
Bob Holly was big.
the dude that broke his own neck because he didn't want to get up for Lesnar.
The dude
Yo,
that, yeah,
that's
he,
his own
I
fault.
wouldn't either, to be fair.
and then he kicked him in the back of the neck after to rub it in.
Lesnar is a savage, bro.
Talking about wrestlers with cake, Bob Holly got some cake.
Let's not get back on that topic, please.
Let's never leave that
And
topic.
let's get to Raw.
Alright, and on the SmackDown, that Alexa Bliss with Naomi promo segment.
I think it was boss as fuck.
Yo,
One shot, one kill. That's how we rolling.
one shot, one kill, what's the deal?
Yeah, she pretty much ended Naomi's entire life.
Yeah, she's not recovering. She's not recovering.
She snatched Naomi's entire life.
She literally took her soul.
Yeah,
That's
she
it.
snatched her
That's
dick.
all. Yeah, that's all that has to be said about
She
that.
snatched her, she bodied her, she
Snatches!
Rest
she
in
made her
peace,
look like an Eric Rowan.
Yeah, for real.
It's
So-
like
Straight
like
by
a
with
little
that
girl.
cake.
Yeah. Alright, next.
The
Next
Usos.
was, yeah,
The Usos.
after the American Alpha match, which we knew they were going to win anyway.
Yeah.
The pro man, if the Usos can keep that up, they can easily skyrocket as a pop. You don't have to win, but they can just be a popular heel team, you know, that can
Yeah, just use the momentum they got now. That's it.
yeah, exactly.
They'll be done.
And onto the main event now, I guess.
The Ziggler promo, that was something you
Oh yeah,
teased.
Ziggler promo where he basically tries to make himself the mid-card John Cena, in which all new guys go to him, which is laughable because hey, he's Ziggler, but whatever.
I didn't
People
know
wanted the
it.
Ziggler heel turn, so this is what they're gonna get.
I mean,
Yeah.
not much to be said about that.
Yeah, it's not
Let's
much.
see what happens, really.
Well, you teased
Yeah.
it on your page, so I was like, you better mention it.
Yeah.
Main event.
Just do
Now
not
the main event.
get any fucks about it. So whatever. As long as his fans like what he does, then I don't care.
I mean, they can't get any worse than this, so it's alright.
Hey, his fans wanted the heel turn. They got the heel turn. Now let the shit play out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Main event.
Yeah.
Firstly, before the main event, Luke Harper.
The triple threat, yeah.
Luke Harper attacking Bray was just so awesome.
Magic.
Yeah, imagine me, the heel turn, the guy that had on Luke Harper's match, like day one. I just
Harper
love
is
him.
Juan's wank bank.
Yes.
True.
We'll also be on. We'll also be on your cock, my friend. Alright, so I mean, overall, SmackDown could have been bad, but you know, it turned out pretty alright, honestly.
Yeah, Randy
Randy
doing
with the
the
swerve.
Yeah.
And with the swerve of the year, he curved him.
Ray picked up the win in his title defense so that when he loses at Mania, nobody can say he never got a win as a champ.
Yeah,
And Randy bowing down to Bray was.
I didn't expect that really.
it threw me off.
Something funky's happening.
Ah,
Just to clarify, again, she said funky.
Yeah.
and
I'm very PG.
the fact that Randy's willing to give up the main event. I mean, it's not like it hasn't happened before because Vince did it as well when he won the main event, when he won the Royal Rumble and did the main event. So Randy doesn't have the main event.
But it's weird seeing
He's the real MVP for that.
it's weird seeing the you mean Dead Rowan?
Oh yeah, that's damn, GB.
God damn.
Hey, I didn't start it, but I sure as hell will finish it. I'll finish all the rowing.
Hey, alright, come on.
Finish off Eric.
It's not our fault that his
You know, fan
Cake is
follower, whatever the hell you people are, fan follower questions. Let's start off with Jim Johnston versus CFOs. Who's better?
Jim Johnson.
Jim Johnston.
Jim Johnston, easily.
Johnson's the
But
man.
Johnson, yeah.
CFO has done amazing themes, but Jim Johnston is the best.
Yeah, CFOs, they have Shinsuke to their credit, but Jim Johnston is just Jim Johnston.
Jim
The
Johnson.
legend.
If there was ever a John Cena of themes, it was Jim Johnston. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
Jim
Yeah.
Johnson.
you can't beat Jim Johnston, bro. He's like our childhood hero.
Exactly. He made
He's the greatest attitude of mixtapes ever.
he made me a frightened 3-year-old all the way up until I was 10, afraid of Undertaker's theme, just sheerly because of the
I'm
music.
still scared of his theme.
Did he do Mankind's theme?
Yes,
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
them.
That is.
To this,
They need to induct him into the Hall of
I'm the only one that used to get creeped out by that Mankind.
By Ode to Farood?
They need to induct him into the Hall of Fame.
No, what I got freaked out was by Viscera. Man, Viscera used to scare the shit out of me.
to this day, I can't hear glass breaking without thinking of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Same.
And that's because of Jim Johnston.
I can't hear a gong go off without fucking thinking of Undertaker.
True.
He's in church.
Dong.
Fuck! What the hell?
Here comes the 30-minute entrance.
I can't think of.
Anyways,
I guess that was unanimous.
Yeah, that was completely unanimous.
Slain. Next.
That wasn't lame, it was a good question.
I said slain.
I thought you said lame. Discuss failed indie or NXT talent that makes the jump to the main roster. And what I'm gonna assume that question means is they're successful where they were and then get to the main roster and suck.
Okay, so
Sorry.
We'll let the indie
Were
expert,
good at NXT, but are now shit on the main roster.
or came from the indies, and we'll let the indie expert handle this one. So Dar, you have the floor.
So okay, so they have to be from NXT, but they're shit on the main roster right now.
Indies or NXT, like if they made the jump straight from the indies to the main roster, which is rare, or they were, they were great in the indies and in NXT, and they suck now, or
Okay, so I'd probably say for like NXT to WWE jump, the Vaudevillains got fucked a lot, and I'm not sure exactly who's fault. I'm not gonna place blame on anybody specifically because you never know what's going on backstage, but
Justice for the Vaudevillains.
I 100% back that. But I don't know, like when they finally won the title at NXT Brooklyn, like it was one of my favorite moments of that year. And then like now just to see them like now sitting in the tag ranks doing basically nothing is kind of sad. As much as I love them, but it's whatever. Hopefully, all you can think is hope that it gets better. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that NXT jump.
Who would you say is
What happened?
who would you say succeeded the most?
Succeeded the most? Well, it was a straight jump from indie to WWE, probably AJ.
yeah. Yeah,
That was for sure.
in the era where it's been made super apparent that people have jumped from the indies to WWE now that the indies are more popular, AJ is probably the best so far. He's
Totally
gonna
agree.
set the bar at a place that's gonna be so difficult to get to that very few people will get to it.
Yeah, you could say him. And I think the only other person you can really put up against Styles is Danielson or Daniel Bryan, American Dragon, CM Punk. Yeah, for the sheer fact, I guess, like he had the longest reign or whatever. Well, one of the longest reigns.
His was hidden though, like unless you knew that Punk was from the indies from watching before, you didn't know until the pipe bomb. So I don't really count him.
Yeah, Punk never used his indie background to get over.
Neither did Bryan really.
Brian did, they didn't have to. Like,
He
those
didn't
guys-
until he hit it was the Cena effect again. They used it when they went up against Cena.
Because that's the one that they can use to keep up with Cena.
Everybody complains about Breeze, but I think Breeze has been doing very well on the main roster.
Yeah, I think he's doing good.
Yeah, I love Breezango.
Super successful, but he's not feeling like, say,
Yeah.
Ascension
Hey,
or
honestly-
Vaudevillains.
Yeah, people just they think, oh, if you're not champion, then you're being treated wrong, which is such bullshit.
Yeah, like,
Breeze
honestly,
was never champion in NXT either.
Yeah.
Breeze was
They-
the guy you beat to get a title shot on NXT.
Yeah.
It's true.
And everybody's like, oh, he was treated so good in NXT when he really wasn't. Like, he was just more over.
He was
You know,
getting
to
carried.
use, like,
Yeah.
they brought in an indie guy to beat him.
Sweet. But another thing about Breeze
I
is
won't wire to beat him.
if people want to use Breeze differently, whose spot on the top are you giving him?
Yeah, who you can give it to? Like,
Are you
fucking-
giving him Dean's spot? Are you giving him Corbin's spot? Are
Yeah,
you giving him
Steele's
Ziggler's
spot?
spot? Like Cena, AJ, Bray? Like people gotta think.
Because I like Tyler Breeze and all, but I would not say I'd rather see Tyler Breeze as world champion than AJ Styles, because that's just, no.
That's
That's
retarded.
just stupid.
I wouldn't want to say I want Breeze to win the Royal Rumble over Randy Orton either. Like
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say Randy to win the Rumble either way, but yeah, over
Orton, like okay.
yeah, if I were to pick those two choices, I'd pick Orton. And, yeah.
I think Sammy's kind of suffering the same fate that Neville suffered, where they're kind of floundering. They had a plan and the plan didn't work out, and now they don't really know what to do with him.
No, because Sammy's he's way better than
The thing
Neville.
about that, if you
But
follow
no,
his
it doesn't
NXT
matter who's
run-
better. It's just kind of
If-
where
if
they
you
are.
follow his NXT run, he never won right away. Sammy's all about the build up. He's not about put me in a match and I'm gonna win right now. No, He's
No,
one of those,
okay.
I'm going to fall down and get back up. And then when I finally do it, a year later, I'm going to, like, the whole crowd is going to be so into that story that I'm telling in the ring.
No, I agree with that, but I just think at the minute they don't have a direction for him, so he's kind of stuck where Neville was stuck.
Nah.
I think Sammy's always been that way, though.
Yeah, the thing with Neville is he's expected to be a winner, and he's not. Everyone knows Sam can take his fair share of losses.
But I think it's
So you can't really come say that he's.
Sami Zayn to me is like the mankind of now.
he is.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what he is.
Not a winner. He gets his ass kicked.
I'm not
like,
saying
that's
he
what-
needs to win. I'm just saying that at the minute there's no clear storylines, no kind of clear rivalries, no like the way Neville got stuck, where they had a plan, the plan finished, and then they didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah, I see what your point is. Like they had the thing where on Raw, like, I don't remember if it was last week or like, but they had Joe just attack him. So like, hopefully that leads to something.
That'd be good.
They're building so much with Sammy. He can go either the U.S. title way or go have a match with Joe. Like, there's a lot of stuff he can do. He's not. I don't see how he's stuck.
What if he were to have a match with Jinder Mahal? Sammy versus Jinder Mahal would undoubtedly be the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. But let's move on
10 out of
to
11 stars.
another. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's nothing correct. There's nothing more correct in the world than a Jinder Mahal versus Sami Zayn match.
10
Anyway.
out of 11 stars.
10 out of
10
11.
out of 11.
10 out of 11.
There are so many things that are just becoming so marketable from this podcast.
Honestly,
I love it.
I love the Eric Rowan.
Oh, yeah.
That, you know what? Eric Rowan is just the new face. He's gonna lead all the lambs. He's gonna lead all the lambs.
Ass now. It's the ass with all the class.
No, he's the ass for this. He's the ass for this cast, this podcast.
Face runs the place.
Ass of this.
He got the face that runs the place.
He has the buns that start the fun.
He takes the cake. That's
His girlfriend has her cake and eats it too.
He has the wagon that's full of swag. Oh my god.
What was even the?
Got the stuff.
Trying to recover from that is like trying to recover from I can't even compare it to anything. You try doing a podcast, anybody out there, where half the time all of your hosts, like all the guests, are talking about Eric Rowan's ass. I wish I had Thomas. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you all. If Thomas were here, it'd be fun. But I know he'll be listening to this. So what's up, you little cunt bag?
He's gonna say bitch, but I wasn't gonna believe it like Natty.
Exactly. I had to audible. To get back on topic, though. Another question from the follower/fan legion is: who is better at pissing off the fans, Roman Reigns or John Cena?
Roman Reigns.
Right now,
Right now, it's Roman Reigns. If it had to,
John Cena.
obviously,
All time John Cena, yeah.
obviously,
he did it for a really long time.
yeah. He's just now starting to get like the respect that he should be getting. I don't want to say
He should
deserves,
have
but
gotten
should be getting.
disrespect when he used to wrestle in tights.
Baron Blade.
Baron Blade.
He had the straight Baron Blade haircut and the like neon bright shorts. He was Baron Blade without the tattoos and the earrings.
Without the swag.
Baron without the swag.
Baron without the swag.
Um,
Baron Corbin's entrance is sick though.
Baron Corbin's entrance is fucking dope.
I love, like, Baron Corbin was my guy since his countdown matches.
Same.
I used to watch him. Like that's when I started watching him when I was Europeans talk about
That's what we fuck with, bro. Those.
Yeah, I like quick matches.
I love that.
Yeah, I like quick matches because honestly, do I really want to watch guys in panties wrestle? No, but I want to see what they have. You know, like what's their gimmick about? Like what's happening backstage? You know.
All right, so that one was pretty. That one was pretty easy to answer. So like, let's keep it moving.
Hayes is the greatest finisher in WWE.
Okay, so what's the next question?
Discuss Roman versus, or no, not that one. We covered that, or did we? Did we cover Roman versus Roman?
No, did we talk about? There's a question I see right here.
I wanted to do opinions on Reigns versus Taker at Mania, but what did you want to do? We can get to yours first.
It says talk about how the WWE keeps playing hot potato with the Raw Women's Championship.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, as I've said, I don't mind the hot potato because it reminds me of a simpler time in WWE when titles change hands every week.
Known as the Attitude Era.
Exactly, known as the greatest era known to you marks ever out there.
Shout out to Vince Russo.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say that. Like, they want the Attitude Era back, but they're playing with something from, like, a trademark from that era is taken in.
Like Taker's streak ending, that's some Attitude Era shit right there.
Oh my god, when that streak ended, I don't know, I was happy.
I
was happy because I'm a Brock Lesnar fan.
Yo, we was clapping that day.
Yeah, I was so happy.
I wish it was a little bit CM Punk, but that's just me.
And when the Shield ended the Attitude Era,
that's.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Well, there goes the Attitude Era.
I love shit like that, yo. It keeps the story going, cause
yeah, it's an entertainment, you know. Damn.
Yeah,
take it so serious, bro.
Taker versus Roman potentially at WrestleMania.
I think that match will be a great one.
I think it'll be one of the better WrestleMania matches Taker has had since the Shawn saga ended.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I'm just tired of Undertaker.
I am too, but
being in WrestleMania.
think about what it could create if Roman beat Taker. Think about what if he beat him and he didn't just beat him, he beat him.
Like, if it's gonna happen.
Oh, if it's gonna happen, I don't think Roman's gonna win though. I don't think they're gonna.
I think he will.
I think he will.
I think.
I hope he does.
You know, and here's the thing.
He will because Brock already beat him, so who cares?
Here's the thing with what fans have been asking for. They're asking for heel Roman. They've been asking for years. And that's all fine and dandy. I'm for heel Roman. But what people seem to not even think about is Roman doesn't win a lot now. As a heel, the way they want him booked, he's never, ever gonna lose. He's gonna win every single match, and it's gonna be in dominating fashion.
Exactly.
He's gonna become.
Triple H happened.
Yeah.
Or Triple H or fucking Braun.
He's not like a JBL heel where it's like he has to come up with some cheap type of tactic to win. The guy has the look. He has the look of someone that could beat you up and just beat you up.
Like he did, they did NXT, like they had a thing on SCW. They had a promo where like he was like kind of heelish, and it sounded pretty dope. Like he was like talking about how he doesn't have time for all these marks or shit. It sounded real good. I think that's what they want to do with him.
Didn't he use something like that
to
before? On the main roster, I mean.
What?
Didn't he gonna do a promo like that before?
He did it kind of like when he said, "I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a good guy. I'm the guy," or something. It was basically kind of like that.
I saw one of his like early NXT promos where he was like they were like, the guy was like, "I've been trying for weeks to get this interview with you," and he was like, "You've been trying for weeks? Like, who are you? I'm Roman Reigns."
Yeah,
like,
I think that's what I was talking
Yeah.
about. They need to go watch on it.
He was like, tell me what time it is. It's Roman time. I was like, yo, Roman.
And the man bun,
Yeah.
looking like a bag of goodies.
Take off that damn vest, man.
Yo, that
Honestly.
shit looks so
I'm so tired of you wrestling in a bulletproof fucking GTA armor suit.
Jackson.
You're wrestling. You're over here acting like you're getting shot. Calm down.
Hey, man. He just wants to remind everyone that the Shield was once a thing.
I mean, they
If heel turn is that he rips the vest.
Fucking man.
Apollo's heel turn is when he frowns. Roman's is when he rips his vest off. Cena's gonna come out to the ring one day and forget to give an inspirational message to the camera, and that'll be his heel turn.
flip off some kids.
Oh, that would be legendary. Oh,
He's gonna take a young Cena fan's hat off.
And throw it.
he's gonna suplex Nikki Bella off a cliff.
That would be hilarious. I always said if Daniel Bryan turned heel, it should be because he was in an abusive relationship with Brie, and like it started showing on camera. And yeah, WWE's not gonna do that, and I'm not saying I support abuse in any way, but that just would have been great to see on camera.
Like Stone Cold.
But he was actually beating his wife.
In real
Yeah, I
life.
know. Brian doesn't have to actually beat his wife.
Nah. Of course
Yeah.
I mean, Brie can sell the beating. I'm not saying he can't wrestle, but he
Brie?
can't literally beat his
not. Sell?
Yo.
She could hella take them.
Yeah,
New Bella. Taco Bella.
Bella Buster, Daniel Bryan.
Damn.
Yo.
yeah.
Okay, what's the next?
I wasn't prepared for that to be the end.
Bust.
Bella Buster.
What's their move?
Oh man.
Danny Bryan
is.
getting running knees hurt.
Oh my god. Imagine if he running kneed her, like running kneed the shit out of her and she flipped over. Like how he hit Cena with it. The first running knee.
He puts her in a yes lock.
Are we really like
Literally breaks her.
famous?
Nikki's
Yeah.
gonna interfere and attack Bryan.
I see a question.
John Cena RKO's Nikki. like, what's happening?
I'm telling you, Nikki needs to do like they need to allow her to do like intergender wrestling, bro.
Yeah, he has the look that she can fight niggas, bro.
For real.
I just hope that if Veda shows up in the tournament thing that they want to do, I hope that she fights dudes after.
That'd be fucking dope.
If they do that mixed tag match, she better beat the shit out of Miss.
Yes!
Nikki? Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Nikki better beat
It's
him
fucking
to a
forearm, bro. That'd be dope.
Yeah, forearm that nigga. That.
Forearm the hell out of him.
And then Cena AA's Maurice for good measure.
And then they turn heel. They do like a double turn at Mania.
Oh my god.
And they start like a power couple thing.
That would
Yeah, they should be
sick.
like a power couple. That would be
I've been saying that for years. I've been
They
saying
can be
that.
better than Edge and Lita.
I was saying that the Authority and Cena and Nikki should like get together and just wear suits and shit on people, and just because
They have to look snobby people. Like,
yeah, and they can be like the two biggest power couples in the WWE.
The meme, what's his name? He makes like the asshole Cena one or douchebag Cena.
Douchebag Cena.
It fits so perfectly.
I brought Triple H and Stephanie versus Nikki Bella and John Cena.
Bro.
Legendary. That'd be legendary.
See, they could do that. They could,
Nah, but I have to see them together like as a power team.
right? They could do that, and then they could split. And since every time
Like John Cena and Nikki run SmackDown and they run Raw.
since the general consensus
Right.
is that you have to have a match when you break up.
John Cena.
That'd be.
Now, Nikki could do the running knee to Triple H.
No, she's gonna STF him.
Oh shit!
But she can do the
Giggity.
running knee, then the STF for good measure.
No,
Triple H with pedigree, Nikki Bella's brother. He's not even in the match. He's just
No,
No, but they could
They need to have Nikki do the running knee and then Cena hits the AA.
they could do the power couple thing, and then they could split. And since the rules of here's a fun one though. After this, the rules of wrestling, we could talk about those. But
Oh shit!
It tights the ring that we will never understand why they are.
The tights,
But-
the grabbing of the tights.
But since the rule is once you're in a tag team with someone and you break up, you have to have a match. You can't just let it go and start doing your own stuff. They could do the power couple thing and then have a match like Stephanie and Triple H versus Cena and Nikki.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be awesome.
But the rules of wrestling, because wrestling is so stupid.
Yeah.
Why? All right, for one, you're in a match that you know, the Royal Rumble. Why would you ever think that just tossing someone over the top rope is good enough? Why would you not follow through to see?
For real.
They just toss them over and go, well, that's the end of that.
No, we just need the Royal Rumble. Explain to me how, let's say I toss someone over, right? Why don't everyone help me eliminate that one person?
Why would people try
By
to stop you
process
from
of
doing
elimination,
it?
You're gonna
Right.
be in the match.
Right, if you
And then they're
eliminate
gonna try
that
to
person, you
eliminate
have your odds instantly go up on winning the match. Just like that time that Jinder Mahal didn't help somebody win. I've just never seen anyone not help Jinder, not help somebody the way that Jinder, didn't help that person.
Yeah, the one person.
That guy. My memory's crappy. I used to smoke a lot of weed.
You know, Jinder didn't help shit. Even when he was in the fucking 3MB
He
didn't
was,
help.
yeah, he was useless in 3MB. But,
When Joe, he looked so out of place as Indian ass trying to be a rock star.
Indian people in tights
Jinder
is
was in
just,
that match. When he was in that match with that one person, he didn't even help. I was like, wow.
Jinder Mahal versus Eric Rowan's ass at WrestleMania. Book it.
Look at that. That better be on one of your guys' cards.
Wait, are we talking live now?
Yes, we are. Did you miss the Mahal call? Why is that not the name of his finisher?
No, because we actually stayed talking. No, never mind.
Why is that not the name of his finisher? The Mahal call.
Yo, they should have a Summer Rae and Jinder Mahal team. Mahal call to me.
Oh my god.
Mahal to me.
Mahal to me.
Low-key, they should be the deal with the fucking podcast.
Oh, and can we get my baby girl to sing it?
Oh my god. You know that's in the podcast still, right?
Summer rain and the stars of
The rules of wrestling. There are so many stupid ones. Like, why in God's name?
What about the one where you can power bomb somebody through an announcer table, but if you use a regular table, that's DQ?
I never even thought about that one.
It's because they racist to the
The Spanish announce table.
How is that not a DQ?
That's bullshit.
What about when you're thrown off of the ropes like Irish whip? Why wouldn't you just stop the first time? Why would you bounce off and run back at the person?
Why would you run back into the person that lost you? And then possibly a big boot right to the face.
What about when Cena's doing his comeback and like everybody throws the punch, and then Cena ducks. You know he's gonna duck.
Yeah, Joe's gonna duck and do a backspin elbow.
How about, I mean, there's one that's dumber than that, and it's dumber than the Sweet Chin Music too. Randy Orton's setting up for the RKO, and he's literally probably about 5 inches away from your head, banging on the mat. Why would he get up?
Out of nowhere. How does
I
that
saw Michael banging his foot for the Sweet Chin
It's,
music.
it's even worse than that, because Michael's is kind of far away. That could be anything going on.
When he's screaming, bro!
Or fucking Big Show is doing the punch, like he's just fucking Oh no, Rusev, when he's yelling and shit, he's like Rusev crush, he fucking steps on your back, like just fucking run. Climb out of the ring.
At the point that he says Rusev crush, you have time to roll out of the ring. Because normally you're by the ropes.
This is one I don't understand. I'm the champion, right? And you're the challenger. And you beat me, right? I get a rematch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if I beat you in that rematch, do you get a rematch?
Yes.
And then if you beat me, do I get another rematch?
It's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
It's hot potato.
You
Yeah,
just
that-
described Charlotte versus Sasha.
Yep.
That makes no sense to me.
Ah, man, what's another great one? There's so many great ones. What's...
The tights. The holding of the tights.
Yeah, the holding of the
What does
tights.
holding someone's tights have to do with them being able to kick out?
I guess it shifts the
I don't
momentum.
have to show my ass crack, but I'll lose the match to preserve my dignity.
Here's another
You
one.
have to put your shoulder up.
If you're
not
trying to
your
sneak attack
leg.
someone, why would your music play? And like, if you're suspended, why would your music play? Like, they're just like, oh, John Cena's here, play his music.